This is a tangent. This is totally a tangent. Isn't that beautiful? Hey guys, welcome back. So I got Friday favorites and Fooeys for you today, and I've got some good things to chat with y'all about. Kind of more warm, fallish sort of eye look. I love the like sparkly metallic color on my lids. Love my cheek favorites. And then I've mentioned this lip color several times, but it's kind of my favorite lip color just in general recently. I keep grabbing for it, so it's a revisited favorite and just some good things. So if you're new here, my name is Leslie. Welcome. I love to do favorites videos, new at the drugstore, get ready with me's, reviews, empties, just a lot of fun stuff here on my channel. So if you're new, I would love it if you hit that subscribe button and stuck around for a while. I'd love to have you here on my channel. So yeah, we were chatting about Friday favorites, so let's get to it. Okay, so for eyes, so pretty. The Alter Ego Mirage palette, they sent this to me. Thank you so much to Alter Ego. This is just beautiful. I mean, it's amazing quality, gorgeous color story. I would say main colors I've been reaching for are kind of the lighter-ish sort of colors. So this one and this one, I have both of those on my lid and up into my crease. I have just a little bit of this in my outer corner, which is really a little bit more of like a, I guess a mid-tone kind of a brown. Like it's not overly warm. And then I've been loving this one right here on my lid, but over something that I'll mention to you next. So pretty, and I will swatch that one with my thumb because I'm out of regular fingers to show you that one. Look how pretty that is. That would look pretty with my shirt. I am loving yellow recently. Y'all know that I'm a thrifter. I love going thrifting, and I keep being drawn to yellow. I've always really loved yellow, but like mustard yellow, and I love that with turquoise. This is a tangent. This is totally a tangent, but just while I'm swatching, we can chat about it. So yeah, I've kind of always been drawn to that color. I remember, this is a side tangent too. I remember in 4th grade, everybody, like all the girls loved pink. Everybody would say, all the girls said, my favorite color is pink. And I have always liked to be different. And I'm like, my favorite color is not pink anymore, it's yellow. And which I've always loved yellow, so it's not like it was a lie. But yeah, I remember, and why 4th grade does that stick out to me? I don't know, but I just remember 4th grade was the year yellow was my favorite color, not pink. So funny. I still love pink too. Tangent! Here are the swatches. Look how pretty that is. Gorgeous. It's just bright and fun. This one is more of like a light bronze, rose gold, champagne, kind of just one of those lighter metallic shades, beautiful, whereas this one is that kind of rich gold, old gold kind of a color. It's beautiful. So you can use it with a setting spray. I have it on no setting spray right now, just over something. I have a little bit of this one, so a little bit softer. Isn't this such a pretty color? It's unique. It's almost, now seeing it swatch, it's really more like pinky, like a pinky mauvey. It's really more that than a brown, but I love it. It's so, so pretty. And then I'm still wearing that L'Oreal Infallible liner. Loving that still. It's so good. I think I got this in an Ipsy bag recently. This is from Beauty for Real. It's Moondance. It's one of their like liquid shadow kind of situations. But I have this more to the middle of my lid and just like not brought over all the way to the inner corners of my eyes. Just kind of more on the middle and then moved over a little bit, if that makes sense. Just not all the way over, but this is beautiful. It is really pigmented and very light catching. And if you don't like sparkle, let me blend this out just to double check myself, but I'm almost positive. Of course, I have shimmer left over from the other shadow swatches. Yeah, it's really more of a like a metallic sheen. So there it is, more full on. Isn't that beautiful? How it catches the light? That's gorgeous. It's almost like an icy champagne is how I would describe it. It's just beautiful. I love it. And then here it is sheared out. So I mean, you can really apply this very lightly and get a really nice wearable look. Honestly, I've never tried it as a cheek highlight, but maybe it would work as a cheek highlight too, because that's subtle enough to maybe work. You'd probably just have to work quickly because it seemed to dry pretty quickly. but so beautiful. So I do have that on my eyes, and then I topped it with the other one and then went back in with just a little bit more of this. And I just love it. So yeah, I mean, main thing about it is it dries quickly, like, so you don't have a ton of playtime with it and playroom. So you just kind of want to get it on there where you want it. Do one eye at a time. I usually like to just take like a pencil brush or a smaller brush and get some on my brush and then apply it versus using the actual applicator to apply it to my eyes. So that's how I like to apply it. And yeah, it's gorgeous. It works great as a base or works great just by itself. Okay, if I have shimmer on my hands when I swatch blushes, it's from shadows. It is not from the blushes, so just know that. So, okay, for blush, I was really liking these individually. I have them on together today, and I do think they're very pretty together, but I really was wearing them individually. So first off, Pixi sent me this, and then Too Faced sent me this. I always try to remember to say that, but if not, I try to mark it down below too, in the description. Okay, this is from Pixi by Petra. This is their Sheer Cheek Gel Cheek Stain. These are so good, and this is in Flushed. If you want something that's going to be really nice and long wearing, that has a good stain to it, but is not really scary to work with, these are amazing. They're so good. That looks like it would be so rich and just really not work for me. But if you apply just a little bit of it, you can really sheer this out. I mean, it says sheer cheek gel. Yes, definitely. And it's almost like a jelly kind of a formula to it, but it's just beautiful. I apply it with a small stipple brush and just kind of stipple it on, and this has such a beautiful stain. And I feel like you really have some good playroom with it because it is that sheer cheek gel. You can apply just a light application like that, or you can keep applying it and really build it up. It's just beautiful. I love the stain to it. Yeah, I mean, I would say just apply it with, I like to apply it with a small stipple brush. You could apply it with your fingertip, I bet. I think this works really well for like a softer makeup day too. You just kind of have this little like flush of color on your cheeks, and then you've got that longevity to it with the stain. I'm already going to remove the swatch, or it's going to be on my hand, but it's beautiful. I would say it's kind of like a raspberry pinky sort of a color. You would have to build it up like a lot to ever get close to what it looks like in the container. But you know, you can build it up and you can see it's starting to stain. And yeah, it's just beautiful. I would describe it as kind of a, like a berry, like a buildable berry. It's kind of a pinky berry, or you can make it more rich as you apply more layers. Other favorite is the Too Faced Cloud Crush Blurring Blush in Velvet Crush. I love these blushes. I love the formula. I love the packaging. I love that the packaging matches the color inside. These are just such a beautiful formula. They look gorgeous on the skin. That it says blurring blush, yes, it is so smooth looking on the skin. If you're concerned about texture on your cheeks, these are just really beautiful. I have more texture on this cheek. I've mentioned it many times before. I have like broken capillaries, but I also have like texture on that cheek. And these are just so smooth looking. I feel like this looks beautiful on the cheeks. And it's not the same type of formula as Laura Geller blushes necessarily, but it has that beautiful smooth look on the skin that I love about Laura Geller blushes. This has that similar idea of just very smooth and flattering. And I always use the word forgiving because it's just forgiving and smooth looking on texture. So I love it. It's a beautiful, like, go with everything kind of a color. It's just this beautiful kind of mauve-y shade, I guess I would describe it as. Yeah, like a pinky mauve. It's just beautiful. Neutral, like a neutral pinky mauve. I've said that multiple times. It's beautiful. And I've said that multiple times. And the last step for lips, this is going to be a quicker mention because I have mentioned this several times. The e.l.f., it's one of their satin lipsticks. This is in Effortless. I think it's Effortless. Yes, Effortless. I love this. I feel like kind of mid-tone pinky mauve lipsticks are not as common as some other shades, like a brighter pink or I feel like you see more of those, or like a magenta or red or something like that. It seems like those are more common than just like a mauve that's not really rich brown mauve, if that makes sense. This is just kind of like a mid-tone pinky mauve, and I love it so much. I love the formula. It smells good. It smells like vanilla. I said I like the formula because the formula is very comfortable. It's like a rich, hydrating formula that looks really nice and flattering on the lips. It has a little bit of a sheen when you first apply it, but really then it just becomes that satin kind of look on the lips. Wears really well without being drying. Like, wears really well. I love how this wears. It's just one of those, like, not gonna fail ya, good lipstick formulas. You know what I mean? It really is a good, not gonna fail ya lipstick. And look how beautiful that color is. And it looks pretty rich there, but a lot of times I'll just apply it really lightly and then just kind of like blend it onto my lips. And it's this like really nice, neutral, soft pinky mauve. So you've definitely got options with this lipstick. That's another reason I love it. I just keep grabbing for it. And I like that it has, you know, it's a pink, but then it has like some, it's not bright. It's got like a neutral, go with everything kind of a color. And it's pretty close to, it's like in the same color family as my natural lip color. So I think that's why I like it so much, because it just kind of works. You know what I mean? And it's just good. It is a pricier drugstore lipstick, but it's got like fancy, nice packaging to it. So I like that about it. I wouldn't be mad if it were, you know, not as fancy a packaging and a lower price point. I wouldn't mind that. But I mean, at least with the higher price point, you do get the fancy packaging. Okay, so those are all my favorites. So hope that you really enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did. Let me know down below what you have been loving, or maybe not so much loving. Let me know what you've been up to recently. I would love to hear that. Ask me any questions that you have. I'm happy to answer those. Please subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.